Live fast, die young. Bad girls do it well. Welcome to another episode of the Chaps Chat Cats. I told you I was going to use that line to open the show, Sambo. That was my little pearl of musical wisdom, courtesy of MIA, for this episode of the Chaps.
I'm bloody muted. What a start. What a start.
That was a great save in real time because it was just on the tip of my tongue to say you're muted, but
don't you say it.
Saved
don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Give me that little death you get every time you get caught on mute.
It is true. It is true. It is the little death. This is the Chaps Chat Cats. This is part of the Hoops Crew Media Network. My name is Jake, and I'm joined in the virtual studio by Sambo, of course. No Johnny today. There's no Johnny on Christmas Day. There's no Johnny on the first episode after Christmas. Just we hope that he'll be back, in 2026 on the show. Hopefully he's not quiet quitting.
He's ghosting us. He's found another podcast. We're going to stumble across him. Our algorithm's going to throw him up on our algorithm in like another podcast. I'm going to be like, John?
Yeah.
What are you doing here? He's going, it's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like.
I wish I had some daytime soap music to play under that little scene you just did there. Would have been perfect. That's right. On the show tonight, on this episode, this two-hander, low wattage opening, I've got to say here. It is hot. It is bloody hot here.
I've turned my fan off just for the audio quality. That's how much I care,
mate. That is the
and the audio quality is already pretty shit
at this point of the year. So imagine how bad it would be if you left the fan on.
Exactly.
On the show tonight, we're doing New Year's resolutions for cats, and for ourselves. I've got at least one footy related New Year's resolution. I'm not a big New Year's resolution person in general, but we're doing it for the episode, for the content, for the hashtag content. So we're going to be churning through some New Year's resolutions for cats. Then we're going to duck over to Patreon. We're going to do a little bit of extra chaps chatting about whatever we feel like, to be honest. I went down to the baseball on whatever day that was, Saturday, which was really good fun. Melbourne playing New Zealand. So I might talk about that. Who knows? We'll talk about all sorts of things. We might get a recap of Christmas lunch. The best things there. If you want the extra chat from the chaps, go on over, sign up to Patreon, start a 7-day free trial. Before we get into the episode proper, Sambo, we must say our heart's desire to say a big Hoops Crew Media Network thank you to our Media Network sponsor. They are, of course, Cyril Cook Florist. You can visit them at Shop 11 Leather Street in Breakwater. You can phone them on 035 222 2244 or visit them at www.cyrilcookflorist.com.au. Use the voucher code GOCATS at checkout to get 20% off your next in-store purchase. Take advantage of it here before the new year runs out. GOCATS at checkout. 20% off your next purchase with Cyril Cook Florist. All right, Sambo, we're going to jump in here. And I'm going to pull a bit of a swift move here. And that is because just out of interest, I jumped on the Geelong Cats website before we started. I thought maybe there's a little tidbit of news before we get into our New Year's resolutions. There wasn't any news, but there was the 2025 Geelong Cats quiz. Do you want to have a bash at it?
I'd love to. I'd love nothing more.
Yeah. Contractually obliged to say you would love to have a go at the quiz.
What would you have done if I said no?
Yeah. Shit and fall back in it. All right.
All you can do sometimes.
Let's get into the 2025 Cats quiz. You can do this quiz yourself off Geelong's website. We're going to start with the level easy questions, Sambo. The first one, question one of the easy category, who did Geelong defeat in their first game of the 2025 men's season? Was it A, Brisbane? Was it B, Fremantle? Or was it C, Hawthorn? First game of the men's year. Brisbane.
I'll be honest.
Fremantle, Hawthorn.
I didn't think it was any of those. Fremantle?
Bang! He's off and running with a
good.
big tick in the yes column. We belted Fremantle despite a bit of a third quarter comeback.
I remember
not
watching
really a comeback, but it was.
Man, that felt like way later in the year. That I thought that was like around 10. I remember we watched it together, didn't we?
Yep. Watched it together. Can't remember whose house. Maybe been yours. In fact, I think. Question two: which cat kicked the most goals in the 2025 AFLW season? Was it A, Aisling Maloney, B, Jackie Parry, or C, Michaela Bowen? Maloney.
I lost
Parry,
all the options there. Okay, thank you. I don't know if it's mine or yours, but I heard none of the options. I'm going to assume Maloney was in that list, and I'm going to say Maloney.
Bang. Aisling Maloney did, in fact, kick the most goals in the 2025 AFLW season. So you're 2 for 2 here. All right, question number 3. Who won the 2025 Cargie Greaves medal? Was it A, Bailey Smith? Was it B, Jeremy Cameron? Or was it C, Max Holmes, who won the Cargie?
Shit, it was Max Holmes, wasn't it?
Bang! 3 from 3. He's off and running. Number
I feel like that
4.
one should have been easier than I made it. I feel like I really I was guessing more than I should have been on that one.
Number 4 is which player led Geelong for hitouts? Was it A, Mark Blixarves, B, Shannon Neal, or C, Reece Stanley, who led the Cats for hitouts?
Total hitouts, not average.
Total hitouts.
I still think it's Stanley. Stanley?
Correct. 4 from 4. These are the easy questions. There's not a stumbling block here.
Okay. Thank God I'm not struggling.
Question number 5.
Except.
Yeah. Question number 5. Who was Geelong's first AFL debutant in 2025? Was it A, Connor O'Sullivan, B, Ollie Wiltshire, or C, George Stevens? Who was the first debutant for the Cats?
I still think it's Connor O'Sullivan.
That one's incorrect because he debuted last year.
Shit.
Wiltshire is correct. I'll give you half a point because you got it right once you corrected. I'll give you half.
Well, I mean, he was technically first. It's just he was in the wrong year.
Yes. All right, so nice. 4.5 out of 5 in your first one. Do you want to mix this up? Do we want to pepper the Cats quizzes throughout our New Year's resolutions?
Sure.
All right, let's do that. All right, so let's get to what is your or do you want me to lead off? You've just been answering quizzes. I can reel out a first new. All right, I'm going to go to the AFLW here, Sambo. Disappointing for season in 2025 for the Cats. Was not ideal. Missed finals again, despite having some good patches. So my New Year's resolution for the AFLW Cats this year is take your chances when they are there. Strike when the iron is hot, because I thought that was a common thing that we talked about on the pod at various things throughout the year. It wasn't that Geelong never had quarters of dominance. It wasn't that Geelong was never sort of had moments to take control of matches. It was just that they never quite put together the right run of scores despite having possession in their grasp. So that's what it is for me. Take your chances, AFLW Cats. That's what I want to see. We've got a lot of firepower up there. We've got players who are capable of executing the shots. I just want to see a bit more of that in 2026. So that is my New Year's resolution for the AFLW Cats. Take our chances.
I like it. I will admit, I feel like I came at this in a different tact. So your resolutions are as if we are in some way in control of the Cats' destinies, not just our own.
It's open-ended. I don't mind. I'm happy for you to bring whatever flavor you want to the equation.
I would like to go with that more. So, but like, I'll give one of the ones I had to buy myself some time to think of some new broader ones. Because I was just thinking purely like from a personal point of view, like my resolutions, what I will do.
I've got a few of them too.
Okay, cool. Oh, cool. All right. Mine's both W and M. And it's something we've talked about before, and it may even be pinching from your pocket here. But I'd like to be just a little bit more active with the AFL and AFLW, AFLM and AFLW in general this year in terms of watching. I want to maintain my distance from the social media and the media circus as I have been, because that's been nice and peaceful for the last few seasons to be a bit more checked out of that. But I'd like to engage more in the actual football side of it. I want to watch more matches. If I miss matches, I want to watch some highlights, reels. I fully intend to maintain my one-eyed vision for the Cats, but I kind of enjoyed the end of the W season, pitching in and kind of like getting a bit more invested in as a neutral and watching a bit more of the football. It sort of reminded me of like back in the end of COVID, early years after COVID, where it was so novel to be back into it, and we were just kind of soaking it up again. So that's my personal resolution, is to try and just be a bit more abreast of the overall. I don't really care about, like I said, not the league, not the who said what and who's doing what and trade and this guy said this, but literally just across the board of like who's playing who, what style they're playing this year, what they look like, how they match up, and hopefully that will further I'll be able to invest that time back into the Cats by being a bit more knowledgeable about what we're coming up against.
I like that one. Deserves a round of applause. I agree wholeheartedly. That started to change for me in the finals. I think we watched a few more of the finals matches in the men's together, and then covered the AFLW finals as a podcast, even once Geelong didn't make it. So no, I agree with that. It's nice to, I really am not interested so much in all the palaver and all the bullshit, I guess, in terms of the media talk and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, the on-field stuff, obviously we're a Cats focused podcast, but as you said, if we can use some of what you watch to inform your coverage of the Cats, and it's entertaining, good footy's good footy. There were some great finals matches outside of the ones Geelong played this year. So no, totally agree there. Let's duck back over then, and have a crack at the next little bit of the 2025 Cats quiz. We're moving to level medium here, Sam. The first question.
The blue cards.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyone that's played the rush hour game.
I have not. First question is, how many players made their AFLW debut for the Cats in 2025? Was it 3, 5, or 7 players who made their AFLW debut? 3, 5, or 7? Bang! Correct. Can you name them?
I should be able to, because I tried to count them, but you put me on the spot and I've had a blank. In the back line, I said she was the best rookie of the year. What was her name? Oh my god, I really
Oh,
liked it. I've literally just listed all these names in my head.
Yeah. Well, I think you've got her anyway.
You know what I'm
I'm
talking
sure
about.
you have. Yeah. Dark haired. Yes.
What? Yes. What's her name?
Sienna Tallaridi.
Tallaridi. Oh my god, that was fucking annoying.
Yes.
Um,
Tallaridi's one.
and I'm gonna absolutely blank on the rest of them as well.
That's all right.
Was it Smith? Was there a Smith?
No, I'll give you him. I'll give you him.
Oh,
You got
Mason.
Tallaridi, and you
Mason.
no Mason was last year. Mason was last year. She got a game or two at the end. It was
I've
Sienna
got one more.
Tallaridi.
I'm sorry,
Was
two more that I know. Two more that I know, and then the
all
other
right.
two I have
Who
no
were
idea.
they?
So I know Dunlop and Kilpatrick.
Yes.
Um,
Yep.
and then the other ones, yeah, no, I'm blanking as badly as Tallaridi.
Tipping, who was the other ruck who we brought
Yeah.
in, and Lexi Gregor down back as well.
Gregor's the one I was trying to think of. Goddamn.
Yep.
Tipping I would not have got. I don't know why. I just completely blanked on her name. But
That's right. You got the correct amount.
I did.
So that's
And
another.
I literally sat when I didn't have to say them out loud. I literally sat there and counted them off my fingers and went 5. and then when I had to name them, I was like, no, I can't name them.
All right, then in the men's season, Sambo, who led the Cats for total clearances in the AFL season? Was it Tom Atkins, Max Holmes, or Bailey Smith for total clearances?
Tom Atkins.
Bang. 2 from 2 in the medium difficulty questions. You are correct.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Yes, I guess so. I got the right number.
Now, this one is, I'll admit, I didn't know this one. And I watched these games. You won't have watched the games. But anyway, take a stab. It is which player won Geelong's VFL best and fairest? Was it A, Jay Polkinghorne, promising forward from South Australia? Was it B, George Stevens, who we saw make his debut? Or was it C, Marcus Herbert? Polkinghorne, Stevens, or Herbert?
I don't know. So it's a guess. I'm going to go with Stevens.
No, I wouldn't have known, to be honest, and I watched all the games. It was actually Jay Polkinghorne won. He kicked 30-odd goals in his rookie season, so Cats obviously felt pretty good about his first year. This one, I wouldn't have even known this one, because I didn't get to watch many of their games, which was who kicked the most goals for the VFLW Cats in 2025. Steph O'Kane, Mel Staunton, or Jemima Woods. Jemima Woods is a very good player, by the way. Do you want to just take a guess at it? Steph O'Kane, Mel Staunton, or Jemima Woods for most goals for the Cats?
Woods.
No, it was O'Kane. That's all right. We didn't know that one. How many goals did Jeremy Cameron finish the season with? Was it 82, 88, or 91?
Including the finals?
I'm assuming so, because they said how many did you finish the season with? I will have a look while you have your guess, but yeah.
88?
Bang! Correct. Well done. All right, so that's pretty good. 3 out of 5, and particularly given there were some questions about VFL and VFLW, which you didn't watch. They were the only ones you got wrong.
Sure.
All right. So you're coasting here. You are currently at what are we at? 7.5 out of 10. It's a nice 75% strike rate here. And we'll go, of course, over to a couple more New Year's resolutions here for the Cats. I've got one that tags on to what you were talking about, Sambo, with enjoying the comp more. Mine is to be less triggered by AFL changes. Because ultimately, why bother? They're going to change it anyway. They've been changing it forever. Um, it's meant to be entertainment. This is not meant to be my life. It is meant to be an entertainment thing. If they want to add extra teams to the finals, I cannot like it. But like a lot of it is pissing into the wind. Unless you are prepared to make petitions and protest and kick and stamp your feet, and in which case there's probably bigger and better things to be protesting and stamping your feet and petitioning about anyway. So look, there's going to be changes I don't like. I'm going to try and waste less of my breath on it and less of my time on it in 2026.
I don't spend any time on it because in the meantime, every 3 months, a person is torn to pieces by a crocodile in North Queensland.
It just doesn't feel worth it, Sambo. It feels like what am I getting out of this apart from stressing myself unnecessarily about something I cannot change?
Yeah, you're getting nothing except for maybe some sweet validation if we're talking in a group and we're like, yeah, you're right. Can't out of hand dismiss that peer validation.
That's true.
It's a great feeling. Yeah, honestly, that's the one that it will irk me. I can't lie. Is the wild card final shit. Everything else, like the changing of the rules and that, I find it easier to roll with once you get it. Once players are used to it, blah blah. I find it easier, but that one in particular, I don't know, it does just trigger me a little bit. But you're right, we should try to be less triggered by even the things that trigger us. We should be triggered less.
Don't let them have power over us. I think that's a good one. The crowd goes mild. Sambo, what about you? What's your next New Year's resolution?
I'm trying to figure out how to frame it. To be honest, like how to not frame it, how to phrase it. Sorry. I guess it's more of a, we used to do the resolutions, revelations, and revolutions. It's a bit more of a,
That's right.
It's a bit of a revelation,
yes.
But I suppose there would be a way to phrase it as something that we're going to work on in the future. And it's just the revelation of system with in the AFLW in particular, like watching the Cats and sort of feeling like a bit frustrated and bringing up things. We've got to work on this, we've got to work on that, we've got to work on this while we're watching it. And then it felt very revelatory to me to go and watch the other teams in the finals and realize that it's not rocket science, and it's not just get good. It's not just a bit system trumps all. I think we've got some of the best players in the league in the Cats, but it all means nothing in the face of a really good system. And I think that's what so many teams have. They've been working towards, and I think we will be on our path to this too. So I suppose the resolution part of it might be to accept the process a little bit. That I think this may take time with the coaching changes and the personnel changes, but I think it is coming. And I feel like this is where the Cats are headed. I feel like that's where Sydney is going to take us, is into that modern era where it's like, yes, you might have 4 superstars out there, but they're no more valuable than the 3 players, either side and in front of, or either side and behind of them. Because that to me is kind of, it did feel this year very familiar to me from an amateur sporting point of view, from an amateur sport that we played, where you're like, we got such and such, he's a freak, just get the ball to him and he'll do it. Or so such and such, Prasparkas is arguably one of the top 5 players in the league. Get it to her and she'll do, and she did. She did her best, and she had absolute magic almost every game, almost every quarter. And it's just not enough in the face of a team that knows what they're doing, knows how to do it, knows that they can trust that each other knows it. They know how to change it. You know, they know how to stick to it. And then when they're, as you say, pissing into the wind, they know how to reorient and move in a different direction. And it was both a bit depressing, but also inspiring to watch those other teams in the finals and go, oh yeah, it's as simple as that, really. Like it's incredibly complex and dynamic to get there, but it is just as simple as that. It's just being more system based. You can't just rely on gut running, fitness, and sort of natural born talent.
No, I agree totally. That was the big, as you said, it was a revelation. It was the big reveal watching the finals was, yeah, just looking at where our system stacked up. And that came out watching the AFLW Cats this year in their games, you know, where there were moments. And I suppose too, there's always going to be these things more so for the W at the moment, the W team, because like the men's team's just coming off a grand final loss. You can't actually improve that much. Do you know what I mean? Like where the Geelong's men's team's proof of concept fell one game short of proving themselves to be the ultimate concept of how to play footy in 2025. So I think it's natural that there's a lot of New Year's resolutions here for us that are based around the W team.
Also just more,
because there's work to do. Yeah, exactly. No, I like it, Sambo. I like it. Let's jump then back to the hard. The quiz is getting hard.
Oh, Jesus.
Very aroused.
All right. First question from the hard part of the quiz. So hard. Is where does Patrick Dangerfield rank on the all-time games played list at the end of 2025? And I will give you a parameter here because that's ridiculous. He's somewhere from 1 to 15 all time in games played.
Okay. So it's not a multiple choice. It's just a 1 to 15.
Yep. He's in the list somewhere, 1 to 15. All time.
I'm going to say...
With 360 games.
I'm going to say he is 11th.
He's 15th of 15.
You tricky fuck.
With 360 games. All right, this next one, this is a hard one, but I think only if you haven't watched, if you're not much of an AFLW fan. I think this one's actually, I reckon you'll be in pretty good stead to get this. Not to put the pressure on. Which 4 Geelong AFLW players announced their retirement following the season?
Well, it was Meg Mac.
Bang. Yep, that's 1.
It's Darby.
Bang. That's 2.
Shit, I'm actually struggling a little bit.
All players who had longish AFLW careers.
Oh, okay.
Not necessarily at the Cats though. That is what I would say, because we lost a lot of experience in this retirement glut.
Yeah, you broke up there. I don't know if that's my internet or your internet.
Just saying, like that we lost a lot of experience out of this last slew of retirements. It was Meg Mac, it was Kate Darby, and then 2 other players. One who'd been at the club a few seasons, one who'd only just arrived. It was her first year at the Cats, and it was one and done for her.
which is probably why I'm struggling to think of her because she hasn't been there very.
The other player was someone who had played a key role at other times, but had sort of just through form and fitness probably just dropped away.
Right. This is one of those times where the more details you give me, the more I'm blank.
You've secured half a point already by virtue of naming two of the four.
Can you tell? I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna. I feel like I'm not gonna get the one that. Oh no! No. Now I'm confused about which one you're talking about, because I've got Shelley Scott. How long had she been at the Cats? She'd been there for a while, hadn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's the one that'd been there for a while, because she's the one that.
Yes.
Again, it's a classic on the spot blank, because I've literally talked about her as being the retirement that I was most bummed by. And the other one is tall girl, right?
Yep. Tall, fairly athletic as well for her size.
Fowler. Erica Fowler.
Bang! He's got it. All four. Well done. You get to keep your AFLW media credentials.
I'm just annoyed I didn't get Shelley Scott first, because she was the one. Like I said, I did a segment on her when I was like, she's the one I'll miss the most.
Yeah. Oh no, that's good. You've got that one. These ones are very specific number ones, so just have a go with your gut. Question number 3 is, how many Brownlow votes did Bailey Smith poll?
Oh fuck, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I'll give you a parameter. It's between 20 and 30. It's between 20 and 30.
Okay. 23.
29. So that one's across. Similar question here for Georgie Prasparkas. What was Georgie Prasparkas's final vote tally in the AFLW best and fairest?
I don't know, but I know she was
Finished
really
second.
close. Yeah, she was only
finished second,
but only a couple of votes off, wasn't it? Wasn't the difference tiny?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me parameters again, because I can't even in the moment do the maths on with the shorter season. What's an acceptable number of votes to get?
All right. She was between 15 and 25.
Okay, I'm gonna 21.
Oh, you're so close. It was 20. It was literally between 15 and 25. All right. Final one, Sambo, of this level was, who laid the most tackles inside 50 for the Cats, which was also the second most by any player in the AFL men's competition.
Oh, isn't it?
Second most. So most tackles inside 50 for Geelong in this season.
Oh, my mind is reeling with options, actually.
Lay a lot of tackles inside 50.
Yeah.
We lay a lot of tackles.
And you say it's the most ever in a season?
No, it's the second most by any player in the AFL. So it was most for the Cats and second most in the league.
I'm sorry, I'm taking so long.
If that makes sense. That's good. I'm glad we've peppered it in amongst our resolutions. It's been a good spine to the show.
I'm gonna go with it's Brian Myers.
His face.
Right.
No, it was Tyson Stengel.
Tyson Stengel. Shit. He was in the 4. I had Tyson Stengel, Sean Manor, Shannon Neal, and Tyson Stengel, and Brian Myers. Okay.
Yeah. So that was
because I felt like Brian Myers
did
improve the game over the last 2 years. So I thought maybe because of where he plays, a few of his would just sneak up in, and so by sheer numbers. But
yeah, No, so it was Tyson Stengel with 39 tackles inside 50. Sam,
Wow.
do you have any last resolutions for us here?
I don't know. I don't know if you already said this. Did you already say something about having fun with football?
No, not in this episode anyway.
Okay, well that's what I'd like for the men's. Like, I feel like if we could have got through and won that grand final, I feel like it would have put a lot of those narky, angsty demons to bed. And I will admit, I did enjoy some of the Chris Scott backhanded sort of comments about the AFL and media and all that stuff. Like, I kind of like, but I would like. I don't think it was becoming to us. I don't think it's suited the Cats kind of, our storied history or recent history is so professional. So just like kill them with kindness, destroy them on the field, like let the football do the talking. And obviously you could make this one about Bailey Smith as well. I'm not talking specifically to Bailey Smith. I'm just talking the air around the team and the staff and that. I'd really like to see us like following more in the footsteps of Ollie Dempsey. Just having fun. I know they're getting paid lots of money and yeah. There's lots of stuff on the line. Like, there's responsibilities and all that stuff. But just in terms of like their actual approach to the games and any kind of furor or media stuff, I really hope we can not let it get to us in the same way that it did in 2025. Like, I really hope we seem like we're having a bit more of a laugh with it, a bit more of the Jeremy Cameron, a bit more of the Ollie Dempsey about us, I suppose, and less of the well, if you're fucking stupid, that's what you do, and I said, I liked the rawness, I liked the anger of it, and had we won the grand final, I think that would have been really satisfying. But now having seen the rawness and the anger and the aggression, and then it blowing up in our faces, you do kind of go, yeah, I think that was a little lesson there. I think I think we let the pressure off in the wrong ways at the wrong times, and it kind of let the genie out of the bottle. And we sort of let ourselves become the antagonists of the story a little bit. Leaned into it too much. Leaned into being a heel a little too much, and obviously this depends too on the nature of the AFL and how they continue to go about things as well. But I just hope it's a bit more fun. I hope there's not so much of this rubbish in the news next year.
I would just follow on. My final resolution was similar. It was resist the urge to feel like the league is against us. Because if you go into any comment section on any club, every club supporters think the umpires hate them. Every club supporters think that the league is against them. Every club supporters think that the league is for Team X or Y or Z. I just want to really resist it this year. I think it's just better to admit that sometimes your team isn't the best on a given day. Sometimes you lose. Sometimes things don't go your way. Sometimes maybe a player does something silly that deserves a suspension, and you just got to cop it. It's not some vast conspiracy. Footy fan conspiracy theorists are like amongst the most painful people on the internet. So my resolution for myself is to really try not to be one of them. Like, I don't want to do it anymore. All this stuff about like, Collingwood get 15 games at the MCG. The thing about Collingwood getting 15 games at the MCG, if you look at it objectively, is that means their opponents also get a lot more games at the MCG. Like, they're getting practice playing Collingwood at the G, and a lot of teams have the G as their home ground. So it is not like I think it's great. I think Collingwood do rise to having the G as their home ground, but you can't argue that we don't with Kardinia Park. And in fact, I would say it's a more pointed advantage, to be honest. Down at Kardinia Park, you've only got to look at the record. Look at our record at Kardinia Park the last 20 years versus like Collingwood's record at the MCG. It's night and day. I'm sure Geelong's would be significantly better at Kardinia Park versus Collingwood. So I'm going to try and drop the conspiracy theory footy fan stuff. The league isn't against us. The league is what it is. It is pursuing profit. It's an entertainment product. I'm going to try and feel less triggered about that and just get on with trying to enjoy the games more. All right, we move to the final part of the quiz, Sam. Blessedly to the end here.
Shit, I thought it was over. I mean, let's go.
No. Let's just try and have a crack here. This is very like niche sort of shit here. So rapid fire it. Just rapid fire. Go with your gut. How many wins across all 4 programs, the AFL men's and women's and VFL men's and women's, how many wins did the Cats record in 2025 across all 4 grades? It's
50.
Yeah, you're a few more. That was 36. We had 19 in the men's, 5 in the women's, and at VFL level, it was 9 and 3. The next question is...
Oh, well, the 3 let me down, didn't it? Jesus Christ.
Yes. Name the top 5 players on the Kaji Greaves medal board in order. Now, you've already named the first one. You've already got Holmes because you said he won it. So then you've got to go 2 to 5. So it went Holmes, then...
Smith.
Correct.
Blixarves.
Number 3 was... No, but he's number 5, so I'll give you that. So you just need 3 and 4.
So Holmes, Smith, someone, Blixarves. Holmes, Smith, Cameron?
Yes. Correct.
Atkins.
Bang! Got it.
Nice.
Got it in 1. There you go. So
almost 1. 1, a bit under 1.
Question 3 is, what was Geelong's biggest winning margin in the AFL women's season? Do you know how many points was our biggest win? Roughly, top of your head?
No, but I'm going to go with 32.
Oh my God. So close. 31. 31. I'll give you half a point for that. That's too close not to get half a point there. And then last 2 questions. There were 2 Cats finished in a tie for the second most goal assists in the AFL season. Who were they? 2 Cats on the same amount.
In the men's?
Yeah, in the men's.
The most goal assists, not score involvements.
Yep.
Goal
assists. Most direct goal assists.
Is Shannon Neal one?
No, he's not. One was a player who copped a lot of shit actually on Twitter this year. People saying he had such a down year. We should bench him. We should put him in the twos.
I'd have to say, is that close?
Yes, Brad Close was one. Yes.
Brad Close and Jezza. Let's go Jeremy Cameron.
No, it was Danger. It was Dangerfield. Danger and Close.
Wouldn't have rated Danger's
goal
assists, to be honest. He wouldn't have been in my next 3 guesses, I don't think.
So that's I'll give you half a point there because you got close. And the final question. How many games did it take O'Sheen Mullen to kick the first goal of his AFL career? It is somewhere between 40 and 50 games. 40 and 50.
47.
41. 41. So
yeah, my
out of the
initial
final
guess was 43. That would have been way closer, but I was like, nah, he keeps psyching me out.
Out of the final round, you got 2 points collectively because you actually got a correct answer, then half a point each for questions 3 and 4. So you finished with 10.5 out of a possible 20. So just above 50%. And that's not bad given that some of these questions are intense nerd questions. Let us know in the comments how you went at the quiz. We said we were going to do a 20-minute public show today. We ended up doing a 45-minute public show. Cannot believe how the hell that happens. But thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Now, January is going to be a month of play it by ear. We've been doing an episode a week, since at least last year sometime. I can't remember. I can't remember the last time we took an episode off that wasn't buy induced, to be honest. So January is going to be a bit of a suck it and see. If there's stuff to talk about, we will jump on board with a regularly scheduled Chaps episode. I've got some stuff percolating for Patreon, just some specific little episodes I think that I'd like to record. But yeah, if there's cat stuff to talk about or something we feel inclined to talk about, we will be back next Monday evening. But if not, you'll hear from us, definitely as the season gets closer. But yeah, just putting it out there. We'll probably be here recording stuff. If you don't hear from us, it's just because we're taking, January's dead as far as the AFL news cycle goes and as far as stuff that we're interested to talk about. So yeah, we'll be having potentially a little well-earned break. Thanks so much for your support, guys. You're absolute legends. We're ducking over to Patreon now to finish out the hour. And until next time, go Cats!
Go Cats!